Hello, hello. So, welcome. We're going to be working with pastel pink today, and pastel pink is an amazing color. Pastel pink. Okay, I'll wait a moment for you guys to come in. I'll just see who's here. Cozy up to my little space. Let me know you're here and where you are. I'm actually at my ancestral home, I would say, one of them. Hi, Belinda. So yes, I'm in Florida with my family, and what a perfect place to be for the ancestors and the pastel pink. So here's a picture of some of my ancestors. My grandparents' wedding from my mother's side. So very appropriate to have a picture of them today, as we're going to be working with pastel pink. And so I'll just explain a little bit in case you don't know. I'm Chetna and I work with the Colour A's, and I know Belinda knows them very well. And the colors come as energies. So many times if people like Reiki and energy work, they really get on very well with the colors. The colors can be also considered angels, angelic presences, angelic forces that are coming to support us and help us. And they have different gifts for us and different tasks or missions to support human beings. Hey, Lee, I can see Lee is here too now with us. Well, welcome. And so pastel pink is one of these really magical colors that is to do also with time, like how we can go and draw upon the rich traditions of our own ancestors. And no matter what you feel about your ancestors, yes, we all carry wounds from our lineages, but the ancestors also hold gifts. You wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be on your path going where you are without drawing upon something beautiful in the lineage, as well as the challenges. Okay, so the pastel pink helps us to draw upon the goodness of the past, the blessings of the past. And even if the blessings are, wow, I recognize I don't need to go through that anymore, and I've finished that soul lesson. So the pastel pink ray sometimes is there to help us when we're out of balance with that force in our life. Sometimes we're thinking, oh, the good old days, and they're gone. And then you feel nostalgic, but not in a good way. And that's when you need to call upon the blessings and love of the pastel pink ray to help you to kind of draw upon the goodness of what has been and to move forward with strength. So this week, the color divination revealed that COVID is, pastel pink is to support the COVID mentality. And I'm calling it that because we all have different feelings and emotions about it, and that influences our, how we perceive it influences how it impacts our health and our well-being. So we are going to explore some energy with the ancestral line, and also it might even be something in your own past, not necessarily your ancestors. So what we will do is begin to drop down and come into sacred space together. We're going to open directions together. And I'm going to invite you to do the directions with me and relax and enjoy it. So we're going to thank the spirits of the East for their love and support. So casting your attention to the East and just feeling the blessings and love coming from the guiding, loving presences of that direction. And receive that grace as we create sacred space together. And now moving to the south, letting your attention go to the south, whatever the south is for you. And receive the blessings from the south. Watch how you're breathing. Feel whatever you feel in your body, how it's stirring. This is a very pleasant place to be. They want us to stay here for a few more moments as we drop into sacred space, feeling the loving, compassionate, healing energies of the south. Letting it connect to your belly, your feet, your hands, your heart, and your head. Breathing it in like a soft, warm wind, knowing you are loved and held. Thanking the spirits of the West for their support and their love as we work together today or tonight, wherever you are. Thank you, spirits of the West, for that blessing. Strong. Strong with the letting go, folks. Okay, Pastel Pink is helping us also to let go of the past. Let us move into the north now, thanking the spirits of the north. And in some cultures, it's the place of the ancestors as well, not all. See what it is for you in your own experience, direct revelation. Thank you, spirits of the north. Thank you. Many blessings are being poured upon all of us from this direction today. Thanking the lower world teachers and allies, the animals, spirits, and other creatures who live in the mythical spheres. Thank you for your love and your support. And mighty dragon roaring there for us all, supporting us today. Okay, moving into the middle world now. The middle world spirits, that's the spirit of the place where you are. Thank the spirit of the place where you are. And all the plants, the elements, the fire, the air, the waters, and the earth. And all who dwell in them. Thank you for the support and love. And we thank the upper world teachers now. The High Holy One, High Holy Ones, the angelic, the archangelic, the gurus, the wise ones, the teachers, the loving, compassionate healers in our own ancestral lines. Now I want you to begin to feel the love of the ancestors, and we're calling in Pastel Pink. I'll say Pastel Pink 3 times. Pastel Pink, Pastel Pink, Pastel Pink. And just breathe silently. Breathe with the pastel pink, breathing in the ancestral love. We welcome the loving ancestors, the ones who are here to support us, to help us to evolve, to bring greater insight and clarity into our life, to give us the emotional support we need right now, to give us the physical support we need right now, to give us the spiritual support we need right now, and to help all the mindsets related to the COVID illness and illness in general. So many people suffering, so many people, getting sick and then recovering. Not everyone, dying from COVID, but a lot of people getting COVID and struggling with symptoms. we ask the loving ancestors to come forward to help us to bring in the energies we need to stay buoyant, to stay resilient, to stay healthy. So breathing in the pastel pink, imagine your ancestors, the loving, compassionate, wise ones who wish to support you, who are ready, willing, and able to support you. Imagine them placing their hands upon your shoulders. They're standing behind you. And just allow that energy to come to you now. We're going to breathe in here for a little while. Really breathe, expand your belly when you breathe. And when you breathe out, bring your belly button in to the back of the spine. Breathing in the love of the ancestors. And exhaling all your anxieties, your worries, your fears, letting them dissolve. Breathing in that soft pink, that pastel softness. And putting forth your intention. If you have something that is upsetting you within your family or something you want support with, just placing that. And imagine you are just passing it now back to them. Bring your hands up, cup shaped, and bring it back to pastel pink and the ancestors. Just bring it up and move it back through your auric field. Know that they are catching it. They are moving it on. And this is a beautiful practice with pastel pink. And remember to breathe in the pastel pink love, and as you breathe out, pass the hands over your head, pass it back, and let them help transform and transmute that energy inside you, the density inside, the fear, the concerns, the worries. And feel a pink rose of peace growing in your heart. As your heart opens, feel the pink rose of peace. And breathing through that rose now. And when you feel you need to, pass it back. And know that they are catching it. Sometimes the anxieties and the stresses, the ancestral worries and concerns, they're not just yours. They belong to ancestors who've come before you. So you can return it to who needs it. If it's yours, then you will get help for transforming it. Transformation is happening now. And nourish this soft pink in your heart before we're going to do the journey. So now we're going to open ourselves to receiving the information we need to get a glimpse of your own beauty, to get a glimpse of the gifts coming through you to the pastel pink treasures from your past, either in this lifetime or from the ancestors, or even indeed from your own past lives. So we're welcoming in, we're going to journey to pastel pink to see the gifts that we are receiving from the pastel pink dimension and ray, and how the pastel pink masters and angels work through us to give this essence or energy to the world. So what is it that I'm sharing from you? What are the pastel pink gifts that I carry that I'm sharing with the world, the blessings and gifts of my line, of my own self, of my past lives, of all the learnings I've had in this lifetime, whatever you need to see or the quality you need to understand. So we're going to journey to the Colour Mansion. We're going to meet Pastel Pink, and we're going to learn and ask, show me what gifts are coming through me from you, from the line, from this pastel pink dimension and essence within me that I have to give to the world. And show me how I give that and how I share that part of myself, how I share my love, my genius, my intelligence, my gifts, my talents, my strengths. Okay, let's go now. Gather up any gifts that pastel pink wants to give you, any blessings before you leave. Thanking pastel pink and all the beloved ones there too, who are supporting us. As we return, this is the callback now. Okay, so making some notes for yourself about the gifts, and don't be surprised if you were just in a space of grace. They said that to me. They were explaining that there's an energy transmission happening when we do this together, and they're giving you healing. There's a lot of healing is happening today. There is so much love pouring through from them. Even as I opened, I was moved to tears by the love coming from the invisible realms. And they want you to know that they're just there with you. They're with us all the time. So all you need to do is to open and ask, invite them. You know, give me a sign that you're with me. Let me know your blessings are carrying me and holding me as I move through my challenges. You know, they're just right there, but they don't have permission to infiltrate unless you invite them. So the reminder is invite them in to support you and pour their grace and their love. They're really ready, willing, able to help, and they're here, but they don't have permission unless you invite them in. So the healing energies are still streaming. I want to invite you just to relax into them. You know, even if as you make your notes, I would love to hear about your gifts. Tell me what you've come here to share. I'm delighting in that. Yeah, and the more, you know, people engage here also, then the more visible it is for other people. They have all these, I don't understand all this stuff with the technology, but apparently if you like it or put a comment or something, it supports this so other people will be more visible to other people. So that's helpful if you do that. They're very much still with us. And let's just relax into receiving that. Imagine yourself like, you know, when the car is empty of gas, we take it to the petrol station and we fill the tank. But how much do you fill your own tank? You know, when you need a moment, it doesn't matter if you're standing in traffic, you can just take a deep breath. And as you breathe in, just breathe in the colors, you know, invite them, whoever is the one who's around to support me right now. Just fill me with your blessings, your gifts, your grace. Yes. Mare Goddess Shell. Nice one, Mare. The pink delicate abalone shell. There's so many gifts. There's so much love. I hope you could feel the love. Could you feel the love pouring in from the ancestral realm? The pastel pink. I know some people feel very uncomfortable with their ancestors, but the pastel pink is here to heal also that. So inviting it in, the loving, compassionate, helping spirits of the ancestors. Yeah, just they're with us. They're so with us. So enjoy the peace of this pastel pink and allow yourself this week to feel that liminal zone energy, like gifts from the past might surprise you this week. They might suddenly arrive. So welcome them and acknowledge to pastel pink. Okay, I've connected the dots. Yep, that's the pastel pink that arrived. Thank you. And then, you know, realize I am open to receiving these divine energies. I am connected 100% of the time to the divine because you are. So enjoy the blessings and the connection of the divine. and allow the ancestors and pastel pink to really embrace and hold you this week like a cloak of protection and love. Just the filter that you see the world through. Look through the eyes of pastel pink. Yeah, so a grandmother came. Yeah, it is a really, really beautiful ray. It's a subtle ray. It's a very mystical ray. You know, we're stepping into like the labyrinth of time, and we can access the power of the past, you know. And if I think about COVID times and people are worried about, have anxieties about money or what's happening to the world and everyone's inside, our ancestors survived brilliantly. You know, none of this technology was here even like 100 years ago, you know. For thousands of years, humans have done very well in this planet without, you know, technology. And we can learn the gifts of how to enjoy a more simple life, a more beautiful life, how to live in harmony with the elements, how to create a beautiful, wholesome, unpolluted environment. There's going to be wonderful lessons and challenges ahead, and the ancestors can show us. They can show us what they did and how they lived in harmony and how to thrive. So the talents and strengths of our ancestors, you know, I was realizing even in my family, all of my ancestors on both the maternal and paternal side, they all had vegetable patches in their homes. They all grew a lot of their own food. You know, especially after retirement, I learned that my great-great-grandparents had a vineyard in upstate New York, and they made their own wine. You know, bravo. And they enjoyed the wine of life, I think, more than anything. And a picture surfaced of them, and they're smiling and happy and in their garden with their growing their grapes. And I think, you know, sometimes simpler doesn't mean worse. It's just different. And let us find the gifts of the past, the blessings and gifts. So, blessings of the ancestors, gifts from your past, however far back, blessing you this week, surrounding you with its wisdom and grace and love. It's so lovely to see you guys here. Okay, bye for now. And leave me a message how it was for you if you haven't. It'd be really great to hear. Okay, bye.